YouTube, it's Becky and welcome to my plant room. So this is going to be kind of a short and fast video. I mentioned it on my Facebook page. I was planning on putting out a video last week on Saturday, but to be honest I just haven't been feeling very great. I'm still not feeling great today, but I still wanted to put something out. I'm excited for 2020, and even if I don't feel amazing, I still wanted to share some of that with you. So Kourtney's Plant Corner tagged me in the Plant Plans 2020 tag, so I just thought I would sort of run through that pretty quickly and share my thoughts. Okay, number one, I just have my notes on my phone. Number one, what is one of your successes from 2019? YouTube-wise, hitting 100 subscribers was pretty cool. When I started making my channel, I basically thought, like, I'll just do it for fun. I want to be part of the plant community. I want to share my plants. I want to go show people, like, what plants there are available, what plant shopping is like in somewhere that's really cold a lot of the year. So it was really neat to me that there's 100 people, and I know a lot of you guys are local, live in, like, Edmonton or St. Albert area. So it's pretty cool for me that there's people out there that do want to see videos local to where I am. So having 100 people subscribe was very cool for me. Number two, what would you like to learn from 2020? So plant-wise, how to keep a string of pearls alive. That beautiful string of pearls that I bought in November completely died. I'm pretty mad about it. It wasn't anything I did. I never watered it, but it rotted. It had been overwatered, and I was trying to just let it dry out, and I was really busy and I just didn't have time for it, and then by the time I did have time it was basically just too late. So I've salvaged what I can of it, and I've got, I filmed some of that, so I do have it to show you in another video. But how to keep a string of pearls alive, how to better look after, like, the majority of my plants. Like, I feel like I do pretty well most of the time, but, like, you can always learn, right? There's always fun stuff to do. I'm looking at doing some semi-hydro, so that's something that I for sure want to be learning in 2020. So, yeah. Number three, what is something you're excited about for 2020? For me, this part is all about community, like meeting more planty people, like going to planty events, getting to know people, making new friends. Like, I mean, I know that it sounds lame, but, like, the reality is, like, that's the part that I'm excited about the most. I'm excited to meet people and talk to them and talk about their plants and trade cuttings and trade little plants, and, like, that's the stuff that I'm really excited about. So we have a St. Albert meetup and plant swap on January the 19th. So if you're local, like, I'll put a link to the Facebook group down below and you can apply to join. Like, you do need to answer the 3 questions, but if you're local and you want to come to our plant swap, like, you're 100% welcome to come. The more the merrier. I would be thrilled to see everybody who comes. So and then what is something you're worried about for 2020? Bugs. So this is a thing. Just the other day I like to move my plants around and sort of, like, check on them, like shuffle them a little bit so that everybody gets, like, different access to the lights. I only have lights in 2 spaces. If the lighting is weird in front of me, that's where my plant closet is, and then behind me is another light, so that's why the lighting might be a little bit weird. But I was shifting some plants around and I found this Hoya carnosa that I had bought a couple of months ago, and when I bought it, it was fine and it's still, like, in pretty good condition, but it was completely covered in spider mites. So I did, like, check a bunch of my other plants, and I found, like, spider mites in, like, 1 or 2 places, so I've sprayed them to all down, but that's a thing that I'm worried about in 2020. Not excited for bugs. Hopefully they will be dealt with. Hopefully that's enough. Yeah. Number 5, what is a plant you'd love to get in 2020? Now, my wish list is, like, this long. It's seriously gigantic. But I have sort of 2 sections. I have, like, a someday, maybe never plant wish list that includes, like, big, expensive, or very difficult to care for things. And then I have, like, a we live in reality plant list. list. This is the part that I'm sharing. So where we live in reality, things that I would like to get in 2020 that I think that I could get and can afford and can look after. That's sort of the criteria of this list. So in no particular order, philodendron birkin is for sure on my list. I really like the green and white like striping, and like they look like they have a really cool leaf texture. That's something that I find I'm really drawn to a lot. So philodendron birkin for sure. And oxalis. So I keep seeing beautiful pictures of them, especially on Instagram, where they're like these gorgeous like burgundy or like purple little leaves, and they're like, honestly, even the green ones are gorgeous. But I've never seen one for sale anywhere, ever. So when it's warmer here, that might be a thing that I order online, is a fancy oxalis. I haven't ever had one. I don't know anybody who has had one. So we'll see how that goes. But it's definitely for sure on my list. Colathea White Fusion. So I have a few Colatheas behind me, and I really like the ones that I have. They're doing okay. But I wouldn't get like a trio star. So I don't really like the pink, white, and green look of the trio star. It's not that they're too fussy. It's just like the coloring just doesn't really appeal to me. I'm not really into it. But Colathea White Fusion, where it has like that bright white and that has like light green and dark green, like yes, that is the variegation that I dream of. That is what I want. So Colathea White Fusion is for sure on my list. And then there's a couple other phylos, like the Florida Ghost, I would for sure love to have. I think it was the Silver Sword philodendron that I really liked. Like there's a couple things like that I could for sure like just run out and get, but like I don't have a ton of room right now. So we're holding off. For right now, we're on like a mini no-buy. Not super serious about it, but I also don't really need to run out and buy a bunch of plants. So that's my sort of, at some point this year, I may get some of those things. Wish list. Okay, what is something you must do in 2020? This is number 6. What is something I must do in 2020? For me, this goes like hand in hand with a couple of things. So I've talked to my boyfriend about this already, but like decluttering our house, we've been in this place for like 12 or 13 years. And like, it's time. Like there's a bunch of stuff that we're not using that was really important to us, like when we moved in, but like that we aren't really using, and it's just sort of taking up space. So we want to go through and sort of like declutter, de-junk, pare down a little bit to like things that are meaningful to us now or things that we use now. And then part of that is making room for plants in the rest of my house. So the reason that we haven't done this so far is because of our cat, specifically because of Muffin. He is 12, but you would not know it. He behaves like he's about a 9-month-old kitten, and he's been sort of like a plant seek and destroy missile in the past. So I have sort of had him in my plant room a couple of times, and it's gone like pretty well. So we're ready to try and see if I can put them in a couple of like out of the way places. Like I'm not gonna have floor plants. That's not gonna happen. He will kill them. But like maybe like a plant on a bookshelf here and a plant on a shelf over there and like that sort of thing. So I'm looking to sort of move plants out of this room into the rest of our house is one of the things. And then number 7, what is something your subscribers can look forward to in 2020? So I would love to say a video every week, but the reality right now is that I just don't know. I haven't been feeling great. I'm working on figuring out like what's going on. I've seen my doctor already, like working on it, but I don't know if I can plan it. Promise a video every week. And like, this is a fun hobby for me. Like I want it to be fun and I want it to be enjoyable, and I don't want to be forcing myself to do it. So I'm not going to promise a video every week. I will do my best to put out something every week, but it might be like a 3-minute, I'm going to go to Safeway and show you what plants they have there this week. And it may not be that exciting, but it'll give you like a reality of like what it's like in the winter here. It's like -20 outside right now. So the fact that it's like nice and warm in my plant room is like kind of good enough. I'm going to do some semi-hydro stuff. I have some plants in semi-hydro at the moment. I have a Colathea behind me here. who's in semi-hydro, and he's very happy, absolutely loving it. But I'm going to do some experimenting with that and see how it goes for me. And then plant rescue videos. So I do have 3 in the works right now. I have 3 plants that I have got and have been working on rehabbing, but I don't want to show you like, look at how sad this plant is, isn't that awful? And then like nothing. So I'm trying to film like periodic updates so that I can show you like one big start to finish. This is how you buy a cheap plant that's in awful shape and like rehab it into something good, and this is a realistic timeline. So definitely some plant rescue videos. Other than that, like, I'm just excited for 2020. I kind of want to see like what happens. I'm excited to be part of the community both on YouTube and on Instagram and the communities on Facebook that I've joined. And I'm excited to get new plants and to share plants with other people, share cuttings. I do have some new plants. I have quite a few new plants even since the haul. So one of the videos that's coming up for sure is going to be an updated plant tour of my room. So definitely look forward to that. Yeah, I think that's all. So if you're coming, if you are in the area and you want to come to our little plant swap and meetup, you're more than welcome to. I will put information down below to join the Facebook group, and then you can get to the event from there. That will be on January the 19th, which is a Sunday. So I'm really excited to see everybody there who is coming. I have some cuttings that are going to be coming with me. I'm really excited to swap and see what you guys have. So thanks very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!